Well, sometimes we all have the urge to touch or even tug on a lock of hair, but beware, it can actually lead to something much worse. Not just tugging, but pulling out your hair, even your eyelashes, and those who do it have no idea why. Juju Chang investigates the medical mystery that's not just in people's heads.
I'm Jenna Metz, and this is my first pageant.
It's a medical mystery Jenna Metz and Mandy Line live with every minute of the day. The uncontrollable urge to pull out their own hair, strand by strand.
When I'm super bored at home, I'll pull.
I literally have arguments with myself in my head. I'm like, stop pulling, stop pulling.
It's called Trichotillomania, or Trich for short. Dr. Nancy Kuthin heads a Trichotillomania clinic in Boston.
Trichotillomania is such a medical mystery because we still know very little about the genetics and the biology of it.
That's right, it's medical, not psychological. The latest evidence suggests it's like Tourette's syndrome, a neurological disorder marked by repetitive, involuntary movements or verbal outbursts called tics. Up to 11 million people in the U.S. suffer from trich, pulling out their own hair, eyebrows, even their eyelashes.
They may spend hours in front of a mirror in these very odd postures, trying to locate that one hair that they know is there, that they feel doesn't belong.
Trich makes its sufferers, who are more often female than male, pull out their own hair. It's a physical syndrome inside their brain, not psychiatric. Hard to understand, but they physically can't stop.
You're a beautiful woman. Why would you disfigure yourself?
My boyfriend's mother. I don't, just stop.
Oh, right.
And I love that. That's my favorite thing. Just stop. Oh my God, I never thought of it. Just stop. Totally. Stop smoking, stop drinking, stop eating, stop, you know?
We first met Mandy in 2002. She was always pretty and popular, a child model, homecoming queen, beauty pageant winner, and successful Hollywood stylist who made stars look good, all the while secretly pulling out her own eyebrows and hair. Then, in our original interview, she made the decision to go public with her secret, that she had trich. This is what she said to me then.
It's gotten worse. Actually, before I came here last night, I went in my room and I just sat there for 4 hours. My fingers, like right now, I can't even, there's calluses and all, like the tips of my fingers.
Because you pull your hair so much?
Yeah.
There is no cure for trich. Doctors often prescribe drugs or behavioral therapy with mixed results. Like Mandy, Jenna has seen dozens of doctors and tried a variety of antidepressants.
Did any of them work?
Some of them did, but then it's like I would kind of grow, like my system would get used to it, having it, and I'd start pulling again.
So tell me all of the behavior modification tricks that you've had over the years.
I tape my fingers. I wear gloves at night. Now this is a beanie that sometimes I wear. Whenever I get emotional, sometimes really stressed, or if I'm upset, I go for my hair.
I would normally pull from here and like in the back.
Support groups like this one in LA called Heart help sufferers to live with a disorder that can be lifelong and devastating. 25-year-old member Rosalina Castillo has been pulling her eyelashes and hair since she was 7. She wore wigs to hide her bald spots, but went through high school always afraid of being discovered.
I would have comments, so like, are you wearing a wig? I think she's wearing a wig. We should find out. Maybe we should pull her wig off and see. I don't date at all just because I'm scared of the rejection factor of, no, I don't want to date you because you pull out your hair.
The support group helps its members cope, giving them activities like sign language and jewelry making to keep their hands busy. It can also be a safe setting to take that first step towards self-acceptance. Taking off a wig or hat in front of someone else is one of the hardest things a person with trich can do. By age 28, Mandy had only shown her bare head to her mother and an ex-boyfriend. Then, during our original interview, she made the brave yet difficult decision to reveal the devastating effects of trich to millions of TV viewers.
Tell me why you're crying.
Because you're sitting here interviewing this girl and you think like, she's one person and then all of a sudden I'm going to be someone else in about a minute.
Who will you become?
Me, but like what I think is the ugly version of me. Oh God, okay, just do it. Screw it. And there's my little bangs.
What do you feel like you're showing us?
It's like I'm naked.
Wow, it's so funny. I was thinking how long ago this was, but I was watching the tape the other night, and that girl back then she cried. I mean, it was heartbreaking. When I see it, I watch myself cry because she's so scared of what people were thinking after that interview, and I can say I'm a different person.
Mandy overnight became a role model for people with trich.
Women will come up to me and grab my hand, and I'm like, my little boy hated himself and he wanted to kill himself, and now he thinks he's okay, he thinks he's cool.
And Jenna, she reached out to Mandy as well. And with Mandy's example and encouragement, she took a deep breath and entered the Miss Kentucky pageant.
She was just like, oh my gosh, you should totally do it. You should totally do it. You can do it.
Jenna's gonna be 10 times the lady I am. Jenna is skyrocketing already.
At first, it was hard to tell the other girls about, like, how, you know, I pull out my hair. But once I said it and it was kind of out there, it's kind of like water under the bridge. Yeah, I pivoted wrong.
Even though the pageant rules would have allowed her to wear a wig, Jenna decided not to. And no, she didn't get the crown, but she still feels like she won something. As for her own hair pulling, Mandy says she now has bad weeks and good weeks. At one point, she improved so much she considered giving modeling another try. Then the trich came back.